Oh, Sunday. Oh, Monday. Oh, Tuesday. Oh, Wednesday.
Hi, thank you so much for dropping into my channel. My name is Miranda and I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I'm all of those things. I'm a mum, okay, and I've been running my own coaching business over at the Cherish Mum space for a couple of years now. So I've decided to start this channel so that I can share some of the stuff that has worked, that I've learned about. Lots and lots of different stuff is going to be popping up on this channel for new coaches. Life coaching for beginners. Okay, it's obvious, it's a great place to start. Life coaching for beginners. I'm sharing through the course of this video in the next 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going to be sharing about 3 little nuggets of knowledge that have really helped me along my coaching journey and helped me hopefully to not make too much of a fool of myself, because we all know we worry about that at the start. Hands up, drop a like, drop a comment if you feel like you're going to make a fool of yourself. If you're a bit worried about that, that's completely normal. Okay, and that's clearly from a teaching point of view as well. That's completely normal as a teacher that we worry that we're going to make a fool of ourselves in front of colleagues or in front of the students. As a coach, we're worried we're going to make a fool of ourselves in front of other coaches or our clients, obviously. So here are 3 things that you are going to want to really take notice of so that you can start your coaching journey and know that you've got some of the basics under your belt. All right, some of the things you really have to know. First thing, the very first thing that you want to make sure you take with you on your coaching journey, the very first thing, before you even start your coaching journey, but if you're training to be a coach or not training or anything that you've done in life, basically, is no judgment. So you want to have your no judgment hat on when you are talking to your clients at all times. We are not there to judge what our clients are doing. As a life coach or a parenting coach like I have been and all those other things, as those sorts of people, we are there to coach, which means help the person basically come to conclusions with a little bit of our help about what they need to do next and what is right for them. We are not there to judge our clients. We're not there to actually tell them that they're wrong or right or any of those sorts of things. We're actually there to help them become the person that they want to become. We are there basically as a facilitator and a helper in that area. So we need to make sure that we are not coming across as judgmental or judging our clients in any way. All right, so that's the first very important one. No one is immune to being judgmental. We all know we've been judged before and we judge people when we don't intend to, but you want to go in there with your no judgment hat on and go, you know what? I'm just here to hear the information and to sift through it and to help you come to your conclusions out of that. That's basically how I do stuff with my coaching. Of course, I add my own advice and things like that, but it's not judgment-based advice. So that's number 1, go in with no judgment. The second thing that I've found super helpful to have learned at the start of my coaching journey is how to have a client and coaching agreement, client-coach agreement. So basically having something that says, this is what I'm going to do as the coach, and this is what you're going to do as the client. Okay, and what I do is I actually have that attached to my booking system. So when a client actually signs in and goes and books a session with me, they automatically they see that there. Okay, so they see the link to that client coaching agreement, and I've basically got, if you continue with this coaching, then you are, it's to be assumed that you've read and agreed with this agreement. So basically, acting professionally is basically what the agreement is all about. I will keep your stuff confidential. You will agree to do the best that you can in this coaching, in this coaching package or session or whatever you decide to set up for that client. That's the sort of stuff that I'm talking about. Having an agreement there, it outlines what you will do and what the client will do. And also, that's a really great space if you've got some boundaries around time. You can say, I'm going to be available on Mondays between this and this time, or I'm going to be available weekdays, or whenever you are. And it just takes away any of that grey area, or they're always calling me on a Sunday night at 9:30, that sort of thing. It takes away some of that stuff. So having a clear client coaching agreement is very, very helpful. And it doesn't have to be a 50-page document. It can just be 1 or 2 pages, just with quick outline of it. And then, you know, you can move on from there. That is something, the second thing that I'm really, really glad that I learned about at the start, because I was really worried about this side of things. And in retrospect, I don't know why, but I was quite worried about it. And so for me, having that agreement has really meant that I've gone, okay, awesome. I can just give that to you. You understand, I understand. We're really, really clear. Just before we head on to number 3, I'd really love you to, if you want to, click like and subscribe, or just subscribe or just like, okay? After number 3, I'm going to be sharing something that is a bonus and a freebie for you guys if you want to grab hold of it. All right, it is going to be talked about after number 3. All right, so here we go. The third one is something that's very dear to my heart. That's the reason I started working with parents and coaches in the first place, and educators. Having confidence in yourself. Now, why is that important? Do you have to always be super confident? No, you don't have to always be super confident. Let me just say that right now. You do not have to be walking through life as the most confident person ever. But if you go into a coaching session where you're supposed to be helping other people feel more confident, basically, feel better about themselves, work out a problem, if you are going into those sessions and you don't come across with an air of confidence and an air of calmness and peace and yes, we can do this sort of attitude, okay, it doesn't have to be all crazy, but just you need to go in with an air of, you know what, I know what I'm doing and I'm going to help you. If you do not have that air of confidence about you, if you do not have the calm, relaxed sort of stance and the being able to sit and just to listen, if you haven't given yourself space to come to that place or understand how to come to that place, all right, it is going to be very, very hard to help your client feel confident, feel, you know, in charge of themselves, feel like they can actually do the hard task that they've come to you for in the first place. Okay, or even if that hard task might just be sifting through what their priorities are in life, that's fine. It is quite a challenging thing to do too. So we need to have confidence as coaches that at least what we bring is going to help the person in front of us. All right, whether that's on Zoom or, you know, however it is. Okay, so if you are someone who does not feel confident in yourself, if you're someone who's worried about being a new coach, if you're not sure how to build, relationship with people, if you don't know what to say when your client comes into the room, that's the sort of stuff I work with people on. I'd love to talk to you. Feel free to email me or drop a comment below and I'll send you my email if you like. It's thecherishedcommunity@gmail.com. Yes, being confident is so, so, so important. All right, so just quickly to recap those 3 things, life coaching for beginners, my 3 top tips. Okay, there's lots of top tips, so I might even redo another video like this one day, but the 3 top tips for now, no judgment. You must go in with your no judgment hat on, and that goes for teachers, educators, that goes for really anyone who works with any other person. All right, we are not judging each other. The second thing is having a client coach agreement is very, very helpful, and you need to get them to sign it. Okay. And the third one, have confidence in yourself. So you need to be able to instill confidence in others. You can't do it without being confident in yourself. It's very, very hard. All right. So you need to feel that confidence, work on that confidence, build it up. Okay. And build up those ways that you're going to make authentic impact in your client's life, because they're not there just for the wishy-washy. They're there really because you're going to help them have impact in their life and change something in their life. That's why they're with you, and that's why people come and life coach. So there you go. There are my 3 tips, my 3 life coaching for beginners tips that I'm so, so, so glad that I learnt at the start of my journey. Now, if you are a new coach, you might be interested in my freebie, which is down below in the description. It's 25 ways to help your client feel relaxed when they come into your session. Now, this could work for in-person. Some of them are mainly for in-person, but some of them are, a lot of them work too for over Zoom consults as well, because I know a lot of us are doing those now. Now, if you want to grab that, jump into the description right now and you will see links to my stuff. So links to the things that I do. I've got an Etsy shop where I sell coaching products as well as my own coaching, as well as, a few other things. But down there you will see a freebie and it's called 25 Ways to Help Your Client Feel Relaxed. which is for new coaches. So if you're interested in grabbing that, jump below. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and you'll be able to get all the new content that I pop up on this channel bit by bit. Every single week, you're going to see a new video from me on life coaching or something to do with coaching. We're going to be talking about lead magnets. We're going to be talking about how to create a really, really good atmosphere in an event. We're going to be talking about how you actually can use a booking system online. We're going to have 5 greatest tools that I've found to actually help me build my coaching business online. All this different stuff is coming up. And yeah, if you're interested, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching me on my little baby YouTube channel here at the Cherish Coaching Co. I'm Miranda Hodge, and have a wonderful day. Mwah.